Hello everybody and welcome to the British Grand Prix for a continuation of my career mode. And last year we were mourning the loss of John Button, like in terms of the last time I played at this track. So hopefully I can do an even better job at the circuit for the Williams team and all sorts. But after some incredible results in the last few weeks, we want to keep the momentum going, and Q1 not a problem. My Williams performing the fourth best time before being knocked down twice to finish in sixth position, so that's great. And Maldonado, we'll have a look now. He's only 15th, so whatever I've been doing, he's not been copying. So get sorted out, Mr. Maldonado, or else you'll be sacked. And we advance now. This is Q2, and it's only 10th position for me, so I have to try again. And just to make sure that the position is secure, we enter sector 1 now. This is Brooklands going left, and I'm not quite in where I want to be yet. Now we're going through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel now, the left sequence, and there you go, just a little bit of wheel spin, but we're on our way, and we've crossed the sector in a good time, an improvement of my own, and we head through the final chicane. That is Vale, and now going right one last time, 1:33.9, that's plenty. So I'm through to Q3, and there you go. Perez is the unlucky man, knocked out. Everyone else was miles off the pace. Sutil, very disappointing 14th. Maldonado, not even close, in 16th. So very pleased with my effort. And now this is my one-shot qualifying. In reality, and I go 5th on the grid, so you'd think I'll go straight back down to 10th, but once I entered the garage there were no other improvements, so a personal best qualifying session. Mark Webber didn't even get a good lap in, so I don't know what the AI were doing, and we'll celebrate that any day of the week. And we have a wonderful chance of points if we get our strategy right and just perform to our best ability. So here we are. I crossed the line, and incredibly the team want me to score another podium for my overachievement. So can we do it? Can we get another podium even if we came close at Canada? This is it. We're away for the British Grand Prix. Rosberg is on my right there, and now we brake, and I go wide on this corner, just clipping the grass, and I have to take evasive action, otherwise I would have taken out with Nico Hülkenberg and everyone else behind me. Rosberg is slow into the arena, and we break behind Fernando Alonso. And Hamilton, big cheers for Hamilton, who won in real life just 2 weeks ago, and now he's being chased hard by Vettel, and Alonso wants some of that slipstream as well. And I can just sit back and enjoy watching from this spectator seat, and I go around the outside. Vettel is helpless, he's powerless. I'm through into the third position that the team for whatever reason want me to get, and there you go, third place. But we carry on, and this is the all-start finish straight. This is really where it should still be, but we go to Cops, trying to take it as easy as we can. There you go, understeer with all that petrol in the tank. We don't like that, but Vettel, he does like that, but he can't find a way through. Rosberg actually finds a way through instead. Rosberg, and he wants to take me on the inside of Beckett's, would you believe it? What a pass from Nico Rosberg. But now there's nothing I can do about that. A sensational move by the German, but I have another German opponent behind, but I have to defend my inside line, and we'll be okay for that as we head back to Vale and Club for the final sector of lap 1. So that's a very good lap. I gained a position, and the other guys seem to be struggling for pace. You can see a big snail of cars following behind. There you go, 1:45 was my lap time. We advance now to the end of lap 3. We've got Vettel again challenging for position, and we got a retirement early on. I don't know who that could be, but there you go, Vettel trying to get the undercut. He wants the outside line. This is it, braking as late as I can, but I have the racing line secured, and we can carry on. But again, this battle will last for quite a while. If Vettel has anything to say, he'll want to get it done as soon as possible, whereas I want it to last as long. But unfortunately those tyres are looking worse for wear. and Vettel now has his chance heading into the DRS zone. This is the braking zone. Vettel is through. A great pass by the world champion of real life, but Fernando Alonso, you'll remember, is the in-game world champion. And I tried to go back down the inside, but Vettel already has the grip and we're away. One last look into club. Perhaps we can see the sleeping policeman sort of thing. I forget the other name, the sort of bollard, whatever you call it, I don't know. But there you go, Vettel is away, and now I've got Nico Hülkenberg to deal with, if at all possible. So we break. Vettel, of course, he's leading the World Championship, so that's important points for him in his campaign. And now next step is to defend from Nico Hülkenberg. And there we go. It's time to pit. Hülkenberg right behind, heading back to the end of the lap. And I really need to pit. And I hope most of the other cars on soft tires follow. And there you go. This is probably the slowest pit lane in all of Formula 1. We have to go down to 60 kilometers an hour just to obey the speed limit. So we'll fast forward to our pit stop, and I'm hoping it's a good one. We've got cars everywhere, and no, negative. I've been held up. Safe release was necessary, and I've lost 3 positions just for that, the fact that I'm lower down the pit lane. So that's very disappointing from my point of view, but the team didn't want to get punished. So Hülkenberg, Raikkonen and Button are all ahead of me. So the aforementioned son of John Button, the late great John Button, is now ahead of me, and I've got some work to do if I'm going to reclaim that position on the orange striped hard tyre. But here we go, we actually chase him into Maggots and Beckett's, and we have a chance. I'm keeping it in 6th gear. It's a little quick for a car of my stature, but we're through, and we now have a real run on him. DRS maybe. Oh, it's more than enough. DRS wouldn't even be necessary to perform this overtake, and we've got a position back. So great performance by the Williams. There's no way that car should be competing with a McLaren, but there you go. Next up the road is the Iceman Kimi Raikkonen. You can see there's another queue of cars, trolley train heading out of the pit lane, and I'm trying to get Massa. Massa is ahead. Well, he nearly got ahead, but now I'm into 8th position, so I've lost those 5 positions, including one to Mark Webber, so that's really disappointing. And there's the look of the top 21 drivers, but the retirement, as I mentioned before, is Esteban Gutierrez. So Sauber not having a great run of it at the minute, for at least the Mexicans' point of view anyway, but certainly Nico Hülkenberg doing well. And now I got DRS challenge from Felipe Massa, but I have Mark Webber in tow, so we're okay. And now Massa wants to take the inside line. I'm not going to let him. Kimi Raikkonen slowing down Webber, so I need to be on my toes, but we're okay. Slipping and sliding now. These 4 points, if I can hold on, will be great for the World Championship bid, to do as well as I can. Now we go through turn 1 again, and we fast forward. This is lap 10. DRS on Webber again. He's got a run on Kimi Raikkonen. Massa 4/10 behind. Webber tries to go the inside, brakes early, and I'm through on the outside. What a pass. I really had to be absolutely hawk-eyed to catch that one. Otherwise I would have been smack bang into the back of Mark Webber, and that would have been race over, as I would have had to pit for damage. And now Kimi Raikkonen's pulled out a gap. Webber and Massa, though, have regained some speed, and they'll be right on my case heading into this DRS zone yet again. It is the most powerful DRS zone. I think it's the only one, but here it's the second one of the lap, but this one is definitely more powerful, as Webber goes for the inside, but he backs out of it, and Massa takes him. Massa uses the bravery to overtake Webber, so 2 disappointments for Webber in as many laps. But now it's the Brazilian's turn. He wants a crack at the Williams, but it's not going to work, and Raikkonen at this stage is miles ahead. Not a thing I can do about him. Here's a lapped car, actually. It's Charles Pic, and that's a bad time to meet the Frenchman. He needs to get out of the way, but with a flat out right turn he can't, but he decides I'm going to stay here and let the other cars pass. So disappointment from my point of view as Raikkonen gains another few seconds on me. Massa inside, trying again. We've got the green flags, so something went wrong, out of picture, but Massa just couldn't overtake me while the other cars decided to pit. So we have a reasonable chance. Vettel is in the pits. He'll be about 4th. I'm ahead of him now, so that's great. But Massa has a one last chance to overtake me before the pit lane begins. Now we actually go to the first DRS zone. This is it. Massa easily through. I don't know what happens from memory, but it was just a great run from the Ferrari driver, and he's through. So bad time to give away position. And Jenson Button senses I'm vulnerable as well. But now, there you go. That's exactly how vulnerable I am with the front left tyre in complete disarray. I decide to pit. It's in poor condition and going flat out as best I can, hitting the limiter automatically, of course. And that's a 3.2 second pit stop. I'm still ahead of Jenson, so that's good news. But the points are now looking less and less promising as Sergio Perez overtakes. So a McLaren sandwich with me as the meat. That's not great, and I'm on the soft tyres, which are slightly worn out. Again, the tyre glitch could be affecting me, but I just need to survive 7 more laps on these tyres. I did it in the first stint. Can I do it again? And Jenson Button has a chance. We've got cars pitting, and here you go. That's 9th position, so that's great. But I think a top 10 car. Yes, Vettel's out of the race, and that is absolutely massive for the championship. Mark Webber into 10th now, so I just need to survive the final stint to get points. Vettel's retirement literally just happened moments earlier, so he hasn't been pushed down the order. So massive chance now. Perez in a very impressive 7th, but will these tyres hang on? We'll have to cross our fingers and hope I did do it. There we go, new fastest lap. I'm doing my level best to keep Jenson Button at bay, but it's not going to last much longer if he's got an inside line to exploit, braking as late as I can. And Webber's through. Mark Webber actually gets to be the hunter instead of the hunted, and he goes around the outside. Oh, great move. Absolutely no chance I was going to get him out of I think Woodcott. Yeah, great pass at Woodcott, but I'm trying to regain the position heading into the old turn 1, and unfortunately no, it'd be too risky going right into the back of him there. But we'll try again through Maggots and Beckett's, and there we go, really wide on the curbs. That wasn't good, and Webber is surely away now, going down to 3rd gear for Chapel, and there we go, decent chance wasted. Webber has overtaken me. I have DRS, but it's certainly too late to catch up braking, and I go wide, I go really wide. Jenson Button has a chance, but no, he has to back out of it, so I'm really hanging on for dear life. 3 laps to go. Webber still a reasonable gap ahead. It's like 3 seconds, but again, the Charles Peak providing a bit of confusion there. So blue flags are in effect, and the Caterham has to get out of my way. And there you go, he does so. So now I've got a new opponent to deal with. I think it's Grosjean, who's going to compete with Jenson Button for a point. Now I've made a big mistake into the start of the end of sector 1. This is the DRS zone. Grosjean now has a chance. We've had our past rivalries, and he now wants the outside line, braking for Brooklands. No, he can't make it. Now, how about this? No, again, I'm still able to hold on, but the pressure is really mounting. The penultimate lap, we're going to reach the second to last corner now. It's Stowe, and unfortunately Grosjean is through. I tried to get the undercut, and the car is going to give up. The car's had no more to give, and I just rage quit that highlight and pressed the stop record button. So there we go, it's all over. 11th place is the best I could manage, but Lewis Hamilton will mean that my disappointment for Williams is negated as a British driver wins the British Grand Prix. So congratulations to him. That will be a huge boost to what has been a lackluster championship for him thus far. There you go, 11th was the best I could do, and there's a Force India just behind in the top right of the shot. If I had given up a position to him, I would have been really upset, but we'll live with that. 11th place, I've beaten my teammate yet again, but no points. I just missed out, but my strategy was flawed in that I didn't go for hard tyres when I really could have. But there you go, Hamilton and Alonso battled, but Hamilton was all dominant. Rosberg gets a podium for Merck. Hülkenberg an outstanding 4th. Raikkonen, Massa, Webber, Grosjean, Button and myself all in the points. Perez, I forgot about him. Sutil, Ricciardo, Verne, Maldonado, the other respective finishers. Vettel loses a huge amount in the title battle, and Massa is a surprise 2nd as he continues to rack up the points. Hamilton nearly triples his points tally as he's now on 91. I remain in 38 to go in 8th place, but Sauber re-overtake us in the Constructors' Championship. So a very hot and humid race in Britain, but we don't know what to expect in the next round. The Nürburgring, it was wet here last year, and it could be, let's take a look at the conditions now. It's cloudy. It's a cloudy race at the minute with drizzly practice. But there you go. I'm absolutely wrecking Maldonado's hopes and dreams in this championship. But I'm afraid that'll be the end of it. And hopefully by the end of the next episode, I'll be the undisputed number 1. So stay tuned and bye for now.